How's it going, people? Well, yeah, I'm kind of like saying wow because, well, if you've not watched the first part of this video, the real Kim Goguen, I would suggest that you listen to that, especially if you don't want to hear my views. And the whole point of this video is to break down that audio into different sections, and we'll go through it bit by bit. Remember, these are my opinions, but we really need to pick up on some of not just the swearing in this, but the contents of especially Kim's behavior throughout the whole of that audio call. Now, this is definitely genuine. Now we know there's been some fake ones going out there, but this is genuine. And this is one of the reasons what Kim has been really, afraid of coming out. She's threatened lawyers. She's threatened all kinds of things. And at the end, she backed down and went, no, I'm not going to fight this. And maybe she's also thought that maybe those that have actually published this, which is coming from the care group, of course it would be Lisa and Vera. She probably thought they wouldn't dare put this out, because when you listen to this audio, or if you've already listened to the full one, you understand why. Because she is unbelievable when it comes to the violence, the aggression. It's just unbelievable. Anyway, so what I want to do is go through this video bit by bit. Now, before we get into it, you're probably thinking, well, so what? Everybody swears. Yeah, we do. We let them slip here and there, the odd F word. But do you know how many times she said the F word in that 9-minute audio call? 10 times. You can let the odd one slip now and then. But she let it come out 10 times. Now, we know we're not shocked at the fact that she swears. We've been told this a long time ago. But to actually hear her swear, it's kind of like, whoa. Especially when you've been in a cult with her, listening to her talking about Source, fallen angels, the legions, the coalition, aliens sitting in groups with her, in calls with her, or whatever she's been concocting up. The healing of the planet, the trust that we put in someone like her to represent this planet. Do you really think this is the person to do that? That's your choice. That's your, it's whatever you want, if you still want to believe in her after this. But to me, when let's go through it and I'll give you my full summary on this. But we know for a fact, and we've been told that she lets the odd C word come out in her vocabulary, especially when she's angry. There's no need for that. Of course, it's not in this call, but what we've been told. We've known about her foul language for a long time, and how she gets triggered. And when she's triggered, she hits the alcohol and just gets aggressive. Anyway, so let's listen to this first part, and then we'll come back and let's talk about it.
No. Yep. Okay, I can't hear anybody. Hold on.
Hello.
Christ.
Hello, hello. Can you hear us?
Fucking day. How about now?
Hello,
Yeah, we
good
can
morning.
Okay, yep, now I can hear people. Oh, how was everybody's day off yesterday?
That's good. How about you?
Yeah.
That's the real question.
Probably the most fucked up day I had in a long time.
Oh no.
Well, let's see. Things that happened yesterday. Number one, it started my day off with Trump's lawyers asking to buy more time. We can't unwind it this quickly, blah, 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 blah. Then, for more fun, yeah, you know that's a no. Sorry. For more fun, I had a stalker show up yesterday at the fucking front door.
No way.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Some guy from UNN that apparently has been sending me messages, and I never answered any of them. I never even looked at them.
How did you find out where you live?
Because Team Bubba told everybody. You got my address, picture of my house, everything on the fucking internet now.
No, he didn't. He just put a picture of your house. He didn't put
Well,
your actual house out.
then this
he
guy,
do it
I
under
don't
white
know.
paper.
Then I don't know how this guy did it or whatever. I certainly didn't give it to him. I can tell you that right now. So unless I don't know how he got my address.
You said just like your car's registered to your address. Most people that you can Google
Yeah,
on
if you
white
run a
pulls up their address.
yeah,
Anybody can do that for free. I mean,
Right.
for the most part.
Yeah, so maybe that's how he got it. I don't know. The only thing I can tell you is that so that was a zippy and exciting fucking twist. And then Mike, ran out and told him, she's not here. And, then he gave me his Telegram handle, and then I looked up to see who he was. And then several hours later, I was waiting for a delivery from post office yesterday. So I kind of turned the light on outside to see if they had come. And he came back. Right after I turned the light on and off, because I was looking for, to see if the package was delivered, because you never know with this new mail person, like where the shit's gonna end up. Like it could be, and we're supposed to get, which it is, raining today. So I didn't want it to sit out overnight. So then I went upstairs and got Mike. He's training Kaylin, and the kid that's gonna, do the field messenger report news tomorrow. And I'm like, he's back. So Mike had to like physically escort him off the porch because he didn't want to leave. And so then finally he texted me. And so I looked him up and texted him. I was talking to Lisa at the time, and he's like something about, oh, I saw you turn the light on and off. And, I know that was, you were calling me to come into your house.
Oh my God.
I know. I said, I don't live there. I said, Mike lives there. He's lived there for 2 years. I said, my mail goes there. And he goes, well, I saw some woman walk by. I said, that's Mike's sister. I said, he and his sister have lived there for 2 years. I said, I don't live there. And then he starts going on. He goes, well, where are you? I can come meet you. And I said, no. I said, I'm busy. And I said, you just don't randomly show up places. And then he goes, oh, you don't want to do ... anything with me? So you know what that means,
God.
right? And
Yeah,
I said,
of course.
no. I said, I have a significant other. No.
And you don't even know
And he
the
goes,
dude.
well, you could have written that to me earlier. And I said, I didn't even know you were messaging me. I get 1,000 private messages a day. I said, until Mike gave me your name and I looked you up. And then he deleted the chat, deleted everything, and that was the end of that.
So let's look at this, right? The stalker arrives at her front door. A stalker knocks on her door, yeah? You know what a stalker does. They kind of stalk you out for a bit. Why would they knock on the door and introduce themselves? Oh, hi there. I'm from UNN. You haven't been answering my questions. Anyway, she says that Team Bubba gave this guy, has put her address all over the internet, which is completely a lie. The only thing we've put on the internet is this, which you can see right now, is the picture of her front of her house, which is not doxing because that is a real estate photograph that you can look up. We're not putting anything on there that gives away her address. Anyway, the whole idea is for people at the time to know that she was living in $1 million house, paying over between $3,500 and $4,000 a month to live in a house that had 5 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms, just for her and her daughter. Of course, we know now that Mike lives there with her. But anyway, going through this, so she backtracks about the Team Bubba putting the address on the internet, and she starts to that maybe it was this guy found it because of her car registration you can look up on the internet. And then this guy leaves, comes back, the stalker, and said that because she switched the light on and off, that was like a signal that she wanted some kind of intimate encounter with him. I mean, that's just unbelievable that she would make this kind of thing up. And it is made up because you can see the inconsistency in her story. And it's very convenient that the stalker deleted the chats afterwards. So what's the truth then, Kim? Let's listen to some more of this. This is where it gets shocking, absolutely shocking.
If there was a third time last night, I even told Lisa, I'm like, Mike has this giant crowbar that he got out of the truck, like from when like his 18-wheeler. Said I was just gonna take the giant fucking crowbar and bash the guy's head in, clean up on aisle 5.
Oh my gosh. So she believed if this guy turned up a third time, she was going to get this giant crowbar and smash his head in. And then adds a little joke, clean up on aisle 5. I mean, is that what you would do to a stalker? I mean, considering she lives and she's told everyone it's like being in John Wick's hotel, the Continental. Nobody can get in there without her permission because she's got special forces. She's got 1 million soulless troops. She's got aliens. She's got the legions, which can tell what you're saying before you even say it or act upon. They know what you're going to be doing. The coalition and God knows whatever else. And this guy just opens the gate, goes up to the front door, knocks on the door, and casually asks for Kim. I mean, does that really work out well with you? And then she wants to, she manifests bashing this man's head in with a crowbar. And the way she said it was without any kind of, it just didn't sound scared. She just aggression. That is the words of a psychopath. Most definitely. Anyway, let's continue.
Fucking crazy guy.
Who's crazy, Kim?
Fucking guy.
Your stalker?
Your stalker guy?
He's trying to tell me I'm making things up. And he said that he saw the my address on Team Bubba. Just so you know.
Oh,
I asked him.
I just saw a picture of
He
the
wants
house.
to drop off a grounding cord. I said, I don't accept anything from anyone ever. I said, didn't people teach you manners? I said, showing up at people's houses uninvited, then trying to lie to Mike saying I was expecting you. None of this is respectful to anyone. It's rude. Stalking Mike's house and someone turning on the light was your signal to come in. Are you crazy? I said, you scared the living shit out of Mike's sister, and Mike has one of my guns and he knows how to use it. And I have alerted local security. I said, where the heck do you get this address from anyway? You think I'm foolish enough to register mail and cars to a place I still live? And he said, well, I wasn't stalking. I would have left by 7:15.
Wouldn't that have been something that like the locals should have been knowing, or the legions or the coalition or something to keep him away from the house?
I mean, he's not really a threat. You know, he's like 70 years old or 60 something years old. And, you know, Mike said when he got here, he was stuttering, you know, and he obviously seemed very nervous and whatever, but you just don't do that. Like, he's not right. He's not okay in the head. There's something missing there. And with people like that, you never know what they're going to do.
Yeah, but
You know what I mean?
Shouldn't they have seen that? Shouldn't somebody have seen it before he got there?
But he's not an actual threat.
Well, you're just saying
He's
you
just
never know what they're going to do.
Well, that's my opinion. That's been my experience. But if anything ever happened, there would have been somebody here.
So as you can see, she's flip-flopping again. She just doesn't really know what to say. She's gone from the guy's a stalker. She wants to bash his head in. Oh, and he turns out to be a 70-year-old person. Someone that looks 70 years old and stuttering. So the guy's already probably not well himself, knowing very well now she's given that crucial bit of information. Some poor, and these are her words, crazy man, and he only wanted to deliver some kind of a grounding rod or something like that. Asked some questions, and she thought that if he come back, that deserves a bashed in head, and maybe shot by Mike as well, because she says she's got guns and they know how to use it. A 70-year-old man that she already said's crazy. Ask her, would you do that if some 70-year-old man knocked on your door and said, oh yeah, I'm from CARE or whatever, a group? Would you go out and pull a crowbar out and bash his head in? Clean up on aisle 9 or 5 or whatever she said. Disgraceful. She manifested bashing that old man's face in or head in. Why, if she's got coalition, why didn't she just call him out? Remember, the legions think straight away. They know what's going to happen. Why didn't someone come there? And she also said that there was no threat. She said there was no threat. So what? Why are you getting upset then, Kim? What's the big issue? Do you not face worse things than this when you speak to governments? Blackwater, BlackRock, the cabal, the aggressive aliens. Is this how you react? This is a poor guy that's turned up at your door. You want to smash his skull in? I mean, it's good that on this call, I mean, you can tell. I mean, that someone was asking, well, what about the legions, the coalition, the local security? Why didn't they stop it? Brilliant. As soon as they said that, She backtracked and went, well, he wasn't really a threat. That's why they didn't turn up. How crazy is that? A 70-year-old guy. Let's listen to this last bit.
And they would have picked him up. You know, their version of a threat and my version of a threat. Like, you know, what a crazy person. Is he going to burn my house down, slash my tires? Like, what is he going to do? That's what I think of. He's like a Thomas. You know, Thomas Williams has got a big bark behind a fucking radio show or whatever, but come face to face, he's a little fucking pussy. And little by little, I really mean that. He's probably 5 foot tall.
What the hell has this got to do with Thomas Williams? What is Thomas? Was Thomas Williams a stalker? Did he come and stalk you, Kim? What is that got to do with this poor man that's come to your door? Which I don't think is really the truth. We've been told by our whistleblower that Kim talks to people quite openly about what she believes. I'm not saying she talks to the people at the checkout, but there's people down the road and they don't believe her. They think she's crazy. Being told that she, you know, the people where she lives, they think she's crazy. God knows what they think, all these people coming in and out of their front door. Aliens landing in the back garden or whatever. This is just unbelievable. So let's summarize this up. Again, Kim was going to bash this poor man's head in because he's crazy. But it turned out he wasn't a threat. You know, she's a violent person. And changed, like I said, I think she's changed the story of an innocent man from the local community and knocked on the door, and she's used that opportunity because she was triggered. Because this is in November, just after Team Bubba put out a video saying we're going to be collating all information on Kim's UNN newscasts to show people that she had been lying. And we put other videos out, of course, at the time. So it looks like she was triggered. And I believe there was other things. Maybe she was triggered by what else was going on in her group. But if she gets triggered so easily like that, do you believe that she's got the ability to get in the ring, as in like rooms, calls with world leaders, vicious people? Absolutely not. Especially if she gets triggered like this by some bloke, some old man, 70-year-old man knocking on her door. It's ridiculous. And what we're going to do, before we do this, before I play this video, just to show how Kim is triggered, is this what Source has provided for humanity? She says she works with Source. Source says this. Source sent her angels. What do you think Source would say or think about someone behaving like this? Forget the swearing, the violence of smashing someone's skull in. What Source is she talking to? Because it ain't the same Source that I believe in, and I believe, you know, most of you believe in. Because if, again, the likes of Mike and Sonny, you must by now have heard this audio. If you are still pushing out her shit, her crappy TV, and on board with it and believing what she's doing, then you're on the same level as her. No doubt about it. Because me, if I had heard that, and you put 2 and 2, and you must have heard her swear, and you must have heard her get aggressive, how can you still continue doing what you're doing? Oh, was it because of the $20 million promise that you was given from Kim? Both you, Sonny, and Mike. All about the money, isn't it? You don't give a damn about anything else in this world. You just care about your back pocket. It's a fact. Because who in the right mind would continue working with that? Forget Thomas Melville. He's a scumbag. He's a little shit. Tank was one, and he got out of there quick because he took what he wanted. Thomas Melville, well, anyway, let's play this video, and we'll end it on this one. Thanks very much, everyone. Until the next one, hopefully there will be more. We'll wait and see. We don't know what else is going to get released. But I said we only picked these up from the Care Telegram group. Just also the credibility goes to those channels and those that have found the courage to come out, like Jen in our videos, Jason, and all others. It's not us. We just put a platform in there. You know, we're not showing our faces for obvious reasons because of this kind of behavior. These people are showing their faces, and I think, you know, they're very courageous, and they're doing it to help people because, you know, some of them have contributed to Kim's world, should I say. They're not to blame, but sometimes it does help with healing by letting people know what's happened to you and what you've gone through. Like I said, this particular audio and the Vera video was what we picked up from the Telegram groups. It's not our content. We're not going to take credit for that. It's those people that have published it, and of course those people that are supporting them, just like Jen, their families, and Jason and the family have given them the support to come out and speak about it. It's very, very brave, and we appreciate that because we just want people to see what this person is, and hopefully you can see through it now that she is not who she claims to be. She's plastic, totally plastic. Her vocabulary is disgusting, and she thinks she can hide behind filters and plastic surgery. And I'm not going to go into that. It has been paid by Thomas Williams and other people. But the main thing here is that she is not who she's not. What you see her in the UNN is not the real Kim. The real Kim is what you've just heard in that audio and what you can see on the screen right now. Why can't she be just herself? Well, maybe she is. Maybe that is the real. We don't know. That people, I think she's got multiple personalities, and she does need to get medical help. Anyway, thanks very much, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.
I was actually posted it myself, and I was in and living in Durango, Colorado at the time, and I can show you the lease that took place. I signed a lease. I busted myself saying I'm living in Durango, Colorado, and that I made a birthday cake
posted the pictures.
for a friend.
You took the pictures of him in his
I
house.
took the picture of him in my living room in Durango, Colorado.
At his house.
For my friend whose birthday it was. Is it wrong to make a birthday cake for a friend?
It was at his house.
No, that's my house.
No, it's not.
Oh, really? Let's take this computer upstairs, shall we? We could do that. Want to do that? Want me to walk you upstairs to my kitchen so you can see?
Sure. If that's what you need to do, then sure. But again, like this is once again,
The
this
picture
had already
that
been
is
documented
posted.
before today.
Okay, wait a minute. I just need to.
It's something you were called out on at least a year ago.
Okay. You're gonna take the mic with you. Yeah, this is a little bit of a process. Hang on a second. Okay, here we go. Downstairs in my basement. Where is my
Nothing
office?
like it.
That's correct, because I haven't made it upstairs yet. Walking upstairs because my kitchen is not in my basement. So let's go. Does this view, okay, it's a little messy right now, guys. Does this view look familiar behind Thomas? Why, yes, it does. And the picture I took of the same cake was on this counter right here. And I am in Durango, Colorado. And I'm not in Arizona.
I mean, again,
Again, you're
the
wrong.
pictures exist. You
Again,
can
you're wrong.
deny it all you'd like.
That's 2 times
But,
you're wrong.
No, I haven't been wrong yet, actually.
You can look at the picture. So for those of you that are watching this and you're referring to the picture that Shane mentioned, you can see that that is the same kitchen. Never been to Florida.
You've never been to Florida.
Not since 2006.
Okay.
Never been to Thomas Williams' home in Florida.
So you've got 1 point now. Like, well, I'll give you that point. All right.
Oh,
so you've
thanks.
got 1. Now you're like.
And I
10
just
to 1.
proved to all your viewers who are willing to Google my information about the banking system being centrally controlled that yes.
One thing that Kim's always wanted to do is keep her, stop us from knowing where she lives. Yeah, of course, we will not disclose her address for obvious reasons, but this is someone that from day one has been saying she's out there trying to make the world a better place for people, caring, thinking of the poor, thinking of a cleaner environment and everything else, promising project money, promising that the trust funds will be shared out soon. Don't put your money in banks because the cabal will steal it. But she clearly puts her information, puts her money in the bank. This is a 5-bedroomed house, 4 bathrooms. Why does she need such a big home like that?